Today we gather to reflect on one of the darkest human periods in human history, the German witch trials. These events, shrouded in fear and superstition, stand as a stark reminder of the dangers of mass hysteria and the devastating impact of ignorance. The German witch trials, which reached their peak in the late 16th and early 17th century, were among the most intense and brutal of all of the European witch trials. These trials occurred during a time of great social, economic and religious upheaval, creating a fertile ground for paranoia and suspicion. In towns and villages across Germany, accusations of witchcraft spread rapidly. Neighbours turned against each other, and the mere whisper of an accusation could lead to arrest. The legal system of the time, lacking in due process and driven by fear, relied heavily on confessions obtained through torture. Once accused, individuals were subjected to horrific ordeals, strapado, thumbscrews, and other forms of physical torment, until they confessed to witchcraft, whether they were guilty or not. One of the most notorious of these trials took place in the Prince-Bishopric Wurzburg. During the Wurzburg witch trials, which lasted from 1626 to 1631, hundreds of people were accused and executed. The victims ranged from elderly to young children, their only crimes being the misfortune of falling under suspicion. During the German witch trials, particularly in the regions of Würzburg and Bamberg, it is estimated that around 7,000 people were executed for witchcraft. The Wurzburg trials alone resulted in the execution of approximately 900 people between 1626 and 1631. In contrast, the Salem witch trials, which occurred in Massachusetts in 1692 and 1693, resulted in the execution of 20 people. Additionally, 4 others died in custody while awaiting trial. The German witch trials were led by Catholic prince-bishops who were intent in reinforcing the Counter-Reformation and maintaining religious orthodoxy in their territories. The German witch trials began to decline in the early 1830s. Several factors contributed to the end. Economic strain. The 30 Years' War, 1618 to 1648, placed heavy financial burden on the regions involved. The cost of conducting trials and the executions became unsustainable. Legal and administrative changes. As the trials progressed, some local authorities and officials began to question the validity and fairness of the accusations and the method used to obtain confessions. Public opinion. The widespread nature of the trials and the number of people executed, including nobles and influential figures, eventually led to the shift in public opinion. The fear and hysteria began to subside as people became more sceptical of the witch hunts. By mid-17th century, the witch trials had largely ceased, although belief in witchcraft persisted in various forms in many years to come. As we reflect on the harrowing tales of the German witch trials, we are reminded of the perils of fear and superstition. The brutal superstition that swept through Würzburg, Bamberg, and other regions left an indelible mark on history, claiming thousands of lives and shattering countless families. The end of these trials came not through a sudden revelation, but through gradual realization of the devastating cost, economically, socially, and morally. Let the story of the German witch trials serve as a powerful lesson for us all, a stark reminder of the dangers of mass hysteria and the consequences of unchecked authority.